Hello friends, how good it is to gather again. Today we journey together, retracing the steps of a man named Jacob. His story, found in the book of Genesis, speaks to the very core of our human experience. It's a story of faith tested and renewed. It's a story of running away and returning home. Most importantly, it's a story of God's unwavering love pursuing us always. Let's open our hearts to the lessons Jacob's journey holds for each one of us. Let's allow his story to inspire our own journeys of faith and transformation. Jacob's life was far from perfect. He faced trials, made mistakes, and wrestled with his own flaws. Yet through it all, God remained faithful. His story is a testament to God's transformative power. It reminds us that no matter where we've been or what we've done, a future of hope awaits. Jacob's journey began with a dream, a ladder reaching towards heaven, angels ascending and descending. It was a powerful encounter with the divine. This dream marked a turning point in Jacob's life. It set him on a path that would lead him back to the sacred place, Bethel, years later. Jacob's life was marked by both faith and struggle. He wrestled with God, with his brother Esau, and with his own inner demons. He fled his home fearing for his life. He faced deception and hardship, yet through it all, God's presence never left him. Years later, God spoke to Jacob, calling him back to Bethel, the place where he first encountered God's presence in a profound way. This call was a summons to remember, to return to the source of his faith, and to seek reconciliation with his past and with God. Section 4. Returning to Bethel, a pilgrimage of reconciliation. Jacob's journey back to Bethel was more than just a physical journey. It was a spiritual pilgrimage, a return to the place of his first love. It was a journey of repentance, of confronting his past mistakes and seeking forgiveness. It was a journey of surrender, of acknowledging God's sovereignty. As he traveled, Jacob took time to remember God's faithfulness. He built an altar, a physical reminder of God's presence in his life. This act of worship signified Jacob's renewed commitment to God. It marked a turning point in his journey, a step towards healing and wholeness. Section 5. Divine Encounters, Echoes of Grace and Guidance. Along his journey, Jacob experienced profound encounters with God. These moments were not just fleeting experiences, but transformative events that shaped his destiny and faith. These encounters were marked by both fear and awe, by wrestling and surrender. Jacob's heart was often torn between his human frailties and the divine presence that called him. At Bethel, God appeared to Jacob again, reaffirming his covenant and promising to bless him. This sacred place became a cornerstone of Jacob's spiritual journey, a reminder of God's unwavering promises. It was a moment of deep reconciliation and grace. Jacob's heart was filled with a profound sense of peace and forgiveness, both from God and within himself. These encounters remind us that God is present in our journeys, even when we don't realize it. His presence is a constant, guiding light, even in our darkest moments. He speaks to us in whispers and through circumstances, guiding our steps. Every event, every challenge, and every joy is a part of his divine plan. Like Jacob, we may wrestle with God, questioning his plans and struggling to understand his ways. Our struggles are not in vain. They are part of our growth and spiritual maturity. Yet, in those moments of surrender, we find his grace sufficient. His grace is a balm for our weary souls, a reminder that we are never alone in our journey. Section 6. Finding our Bethel, embracing renewal in the present. Jacob's story invites us to consider our own journeys of faith. His encounters with God were pivotal moments that shaped his life and destiny. Where are our Bethels, those sacred spaces where we've encountered God's presence? These are the places where we felt a divine touch, a whisper of hope, or a surge of peace. Perhaps it's a childhood memory, a time of crisis, or a moment of profound joy. These moments are etched in our hearts, reminding us of God's unwavering presence. Whatever it may be, it's a place we can return to remember and to be renewed. These sacred spaces serve as anchors in our spiritual journey, grounding us in faith. Our Bethels may not be physical locations. They can be moments in time, memories that we hold dear, or even practices that bring us closer to the divine. They can be practices that draw us closer to God. Prayer, worship, solitude, acts of service. Each act of devotion is a step towards spiritual renewal. As we create space for God in our lives, we open ourselves to his transforming power. This transformation is not just a momentary change, but a continuous process of becoming. We find healing, hope, and the courage to continue our journeys. In these sacred encounters, we are reminded of our purpose and the boundless love that guides us. Section 7. A journey of hope, transformation awaits. This is a chapter that invites us to reflect deeply on our own paths and the transformations that await us. Friends, Jacob's story is our story. It's a timeless tale that resonates through the ages, connecting us to the struggles and triumphs of those who came before us. It's a story of faith, of failure, and of ultimate redemption. Jacob's journey is filled with moments of doubt and despair, yet it is also marked by incredible acts of faith and divine intervention. It's a story that reminds us that God is always with us. In our darkest hours and our brightest moments, his presence is a constant source of comfort and strength. He is with us in our wanderings, our doubts, and our fears. No matter how lost we may feel, we are never truly alone. He never gives up on us even when we stray from his path. His love is unwavering, and his guidance is always available to those who seek it. As we journey through life, let's remember Jacob's story. Let it inspire us to keep moving forward, no matter the obstacles we face. Let's return to our Bethels, those places of encounter and renewal. These sacred spaces are where we can reconnect with our faith and find the strength to continue our journey. And let's trust that God is faithful, his promises are true, and his love for us is boundless. He will meet us there, offering his grace, his guidance, and his unwavering love. In these moments of divine encounter, we find the courage to transform and the hope to persevere. Thank you for joining me today. Your presence and your willingness to reflect on these stories are a testament to your own journey of faith. May God bless you on your journey. May you find peace, strength, and transformation as you walk your path.